Germans have historically been considered among the best gunsmiths in the world, and Panzerhaubitze 2000 is a direct confirmation to this. World War II showed that the artillery rules, but it must be mobile, provide protection to the gun crew, and have a high rate of fire. This artillery system was first battle tested in Afghanistan in 2006 by the Royal Netherlands Army. But in Ukraine, Panzerhaubitze will receive a real European baptism of fire. The Ukrainian military has already received 12 pieces of these modern weapons, and they believe that with help of this artillery system, they are gonna be one step closer to victory. Also, it was recently reported that the German government has approved the sale of hundreds of Panzerhaubitze 2000 self-propelled howitzers to Ukraine. Are these howitzers really that good? Let's try to find out. But first let's talk about the features and compare it with Caesar. Development of Panzerhaubitze began in 1987 by the German company Krauss Maffei Wigmann together with Rheinmetall Defense. The hull and the turret have steel armor that protect the crew from small arms as well as from shells and mine fragments. In addition, the crew is separated from the ammunition with extra protection. Reactive armor protects against cluster munition. The PzH 2000 is also fitted with automatic fire suppression and MBC protection systems. An onboard ballistic computer, a muzzle velocity measurement and management system, as well as GPS-based inertial navigation system determining position, bearing, elevation above sea level, and spatial position of the barrel make the Panzerhaubitze 2000 a fully standalone weapon system. The main advantage of Panzerhaubitze over the Caesar artillery system is its larger ammunition set, 60 rounds versus 18 rounds in Caesar 6x6 howitzer. The firing range with a standard shell is about 30 km, but using base bleed shell it can rise to 47 km, and with the help of rocket-assisted projectiles to as much as 67 km. But the transfer of such shells for the needs of Ukrainian army has not yet been reported. PzH 2000 is already actively used on the front. It is not known in which areas of combat operation these howitzers are being deployed. This information is secret. But it is known that after each mission, the unit changed its position, so as not to be hit by return fire. Ukrainians use shoot-and-scoot tactics. By the way, this tactics has shown good result when using Caesar artillery system, which are more mobile thanks to the wheelbase. The maximum speed reached 18 km per hour with a range of 600 km. On the other hand, the German howitzer has a maximum range of 60 km per hour on the road and 45 km per hour on off-road with an operational range of 450 km. Based on these characteristics, for the Panzerhaubitze 2000 may be more difficult to use shoot-and-scoot tactics, and the chances of being fired back by enemy artillery increases. But the truck chassis also has its advantages. It can travel through rough terrain and can choose a safer road to the target. According to the military expert and the reserve colonel of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, Oleg Zhdanov, each of these howitzers can work as a separate fire control system. This allows you to prepare the firing data and fire at the one target separately from the entire battery. Also, its exceptional feature is that it can fire 3 rounds in 10 seconds and continue to fire 10 rounds per minute. Now you can stay in the firing position in relative safety from 3 to 5 minutes at most. But this is enough to accomplish the task because Panzerhaubitze is able to fire more than 30 shells in just 3 minutes. The crew may then change the position and continue the fire. Due to its accuracy, range of fire and effectiveness, one such howitzer can replace several old Soviet ones. If the Soviet howitzers need to make a few gun-laying shots before they can fire on target, the German hit the target with the first or second round. According to the expert, rearmament of the army according to NATO standards qualitatively changes the armed forces of Ukraine and opens wider possibilities, such as striking the enemy at a distance. This undoubtedly saves the lives of soldiers and facilitates the task of the infantry on the front line to conduct the defense on counter-offensive actions. According to artilleryman Roman, they had to train to use it for 1.5 months every day without days off. This system is actually hard to master. With a lot of its technologies, we were previously familiar superficially. All this needs to be studied in greater depth, not only to find out how it works, but also to master the cannon, in order to be able to enter the battle immediately. It can go up to 60 km per hour, and considering the weight of this cannon, it is very fast. Everything is loaded automatically, except the projectile modules. The spectrum is quite wide, from high explosive and armor-piercing to concrete blasting shells, and we use everything depending on the task. If the projectile hits the target, then nothing remains alive in the place where it landed. Matter or flesh, there is no difference. End of quote. Please subscribe to my channel to see more such videos. Thank you.